Hey, what is up, fellow Crichton here, back at it with another reaction for you guys. Today we're going to be checking out some more Farscape. We're at season 1 episode 14. We're definitely getting through there. We're definitely getting through. I'm really enjoying this series. So yeah, let's just go ahead and jump right into it. Guys, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. It'll definitely help us grow. And if you want to see this full length reaction, make sure you check us out on Patreon. All right, let's go ahead and start it up.
Pilot said that this blockage was a byproduct of Moya's pregnancy.
Moya got gas.
Is something wrong?
Yep, I'm fed up.
Fed up?
I'm sorry, is this going to be another translator micro hiccup?
He's in a mood.
I'm going for a drive. I'm hitting the strip. I'm going cruising.
Crichton! I need you down here. This backwash is building up too fast.
He is just fed up with everyone. He's just gonna go fly off. And he gonna think they left him. At least he made it to the planet. At least it has air. And God, how long he's been here. Whoa, look at that.
I'm sure who to bet on. You were the Shakloon.
Oh, he got him a girlfriend. Got him an island girl.
Thank you.
I thought you might show me where your homeworld is.
I ain't on that map.
We all grow weary of this search, and it places us in greater danger of being discovered by the peacekeepers. I still care about Crichton. The only reason this search still drags on is because of the guilt in your own heart.
She about to leave him. Wow, surprised at Zan. She's the one that like, yeah, I probably should stop. There it is. Okay, everybody living good over here. Got the purple on. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I need to book me a vacation over there.
Impulsive flights of my daughter's heart.
Oh, he about
You see the way she comes alive when she looks at you?
When I look at her, I see a friend.
So I'm about to get married. Get married.
It is obvious Leshala feels kool for the stranger. And now he sits in your rightful place. You will do whatever is necessary to ensure that no one stands between you and our family's destiny.
Damn.
We caught a glimpse of Crichton's module during our last pass.
Oh, nice. Oh. 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 Maybe it's like some electromagnetic field or something. They're testing them.
Is there a problem here?
Oh no, they're not testing them. That's you about to get you about to get beat up. Finally get to see Dark real fight though. Sword fight. Woo! He's just sitting there.
Get the hell away from me.
Why is he upset? Oh, he's still mad? Oh, because he thought they left him.
Perhaps you will invite him also to bed with your daughter.
Mother!
You will not dishonor my daughter.
It's all right. She knows nothing of my heart and less of my sleeping habits. She should only get some of her own.
Haha, burn.
Zamana, I get a little stressed out, and the second I'm off the ship, boom! You guys starburst the hell out of there.
Moya starburst on her own.
Yeah, dummy.
Look for me.
A lapse of sound judgment I'll regret for the rest of my life.
Well, since Moya can't pick up any power signals from the planet, she's concentrating instead on biological markers. What we need to do is isolate the most highly developed organisms.
Oh, well, that rules out the three we're looking for.
I've been hunted, beaten, locked up, shanghaied, shot at. I've had alien creatures in my face, up my nose,
Inside your
my
body.
brain, down.
Yep.
Your heart strays my direction.
Perhaps
Yeah.
he's right.
Oh ho! Oh ho ho! He's like, oh, wait till Aaron sees this. You got a girlfriend on the side. Oh, you about to get a. No, actually, you about to have a wife on the side. Oh, really? Why would you just? Oh man.
I know they're not dangerous. Please, they're no threat to
Be quiet or be removed!
Damn.
My domain.
It's like their god, I guess they worship. Oh, you know, he's gonna love this. That is too funny.
Not a god, but a sovereign.
I knew he was gonna love it. He's gonna love that.
Enter.
He said enter.
I look forward to the honor of officiating at the celebration.
You read it.
I will try.
Oh boy, it's getting crazy.
Later, after the celebration, she'll rise up and lead us to the light.
Wait, you think
Oh, they gotta kill each other? Oh, suicide.
Whatever's causing the power drain across the planet, it's intentional.
Oh,
There's
wow.
some sort of device sent by my empire that purposely keeps these people on this planet.
Damn. That's so messed up.
They aren't preparing for the return of a worldly king. They're preparing for the return of their savior.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's so messed up for them to do that too, though. Sit there and one, just be worshipped as God. So make sure that there's no kind of, you know, devices can work on the planet. So they're stuck there and, you know, no kind of technology or nothing. That's just so messed up. Gotta bust a move to get through.
to these people, it's not any damn metaphor. They are burning their possessions.
They're expecting you to rise up and
Oh.
part the heavens.
But I can't do that.
Oh no. Time to run. Time to run.
But I never was a god.
Seize him!
Run!
Let me go.
They couldn't grab him. They hauled ass and left him.
Looks like the girls are trying to send us a message. That's
I don't know.
coordinates.
He's like, I don't know what I'm looking at.
Device which drains all power sources. It keeps your machinery from working.
There is no device.
This device sends out an invisible pulse which blankets the entire planet's surface.
Oh no.
Been lied to. First by those who left you here, and then by the priestess.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh no.
By the hand of the Masada shall he rise up and lead us to the light.
It's in the freaking stone. Oh, like now his chair's working. They're silly. Hey, at least now they can use, yeah. Use all their technology.
You a special gift.
Sharkloom jerky.
I'm gonna give you one for the road.
Was it worth the trouble, human?
What trouble?
Hey, you helped some people out. All right, that was the episode. A really good one, really good. It's first off, we see John pretty pissed off for some reason. We see him there working, him and Dargo. They're working on a like some part of Moya, and like it's getting blocked up and it stinks and all that stuff. And John just don't want to do it. He's pissed off at everybody. So he's like, you know what? Forget this. I'm gonna go for a drive. Just leave me alone. Let me just let off some steam. So he hops in his ship and he pretty much just flies away. And because of that blockage thing that they were working on, Moya, like she is, I don't know, because of the pregnancy, she was, I don't know, she was acting weird. And so she ended up starbursting, which is crazy. And John is like, holy crap, I'm sitting here out in space in my ship and they're just they left me. So then we see John, he's on a planet. He made it to a planet, and obviously it's been some time. You see him got a beard and shaggy hair and all this stuff, and you see him fishing, and he catches some creature, and some girl pops up, and you're like, oh, is it getting, is she gonna attack him or something? But no, she knows him, and so he's kind of like been accepted into like this community and stuff like that. And kind of looks like an island community. Come to find out they're actually there for a couple of generations as well, because they've been left on this planet for like multiple generations. Also, we see that Dargo and Aaron and Zan, Rigel, they're actually looking for him, and they've been at it for a while. It's been a couple months. It's been like 3 months since he starburst, and they've been looking for him. And Zan is like, hey, maybe we should stop. It's been a while. We haven't found him. And we see Aaron and Dargo's like, no, we got to keep looking. We're going backwards where we starburst, and we still need to look for him. We're not going to abandon him. And then Aaron did say, well, eventually we have to eventually stop. But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. So we see these people on this planet, and it's really nice. Kind of looks like Hawaii a little bit, but there's the chieftain and all that stuff, and the chieftain's daughter, she likes John, but obviously John don't want to mess anything up. There's the priest, her son likes the girl, but obviously she don't like him. She likes John and all this stuff. And then John meets up with the chief, and he's like, hey, my daughter, they, in their way, the females pick the males, and then they get married and all this stuff. And he's like, hey, whoa, can't do that. I promised, when you guys help me in, I promise to stay outside the village so you guys can do your thing and I don't mess you guys up. But, obviously she likes him, and, she wants to marry him. We see that the priest's son, he is very jealous and all this stuff. So actually, him and his boys go to actually take John out, because also the mother, the priest, she is like caught up in it too, for her to have power and for the son to marry the daughter so he can have the power. So it's a whole bunch of craziness, but they end up about to take John out, and then we see Dargo pop up, because they actually found them. They found the actual beacon, or they see that this is where they crash. So Dargo and Rigel, they go to John, and John's pissed off at them, obviously, because he thinks they left him. And Dargo has to tell him, hey, we didn't leave you. Moya starburst. We've been looking for you for the past 3 months. Like, we've been looking, and he realized that. He's like, oh crap, you guys didn't leave me. So he's up, he's feels a certain type of way that they were actually looking for him. So we see that Dargo saves John. He takes it to the one dude, slices his chest open and stuff like that. So this guy goes back to the chief, tells his mother, tells the girl, like, hey, I got attacked by some crazy looking dude. And then we see the priest, she's stirring the whole thing. Oh, look at this. Look what John brought, some craziness, we should never trust him and all this stuff. So now they're turning against John, thinking Dargo's some crazy person. So they ended up capturing them because, obviously the son, the priest's son, is super jealous, and, they're pushing that Dargo's a bad guy and all that stuff. So they end up, capturing them, and then they're taking them to the chief, and they're, talking all this stuff, and they grab all of John's stuff, which Rigel hid in one of his bags. So they brought it there, and, they're talking, and John's trying to tell him, like, hey, it's not me, he's a friend, but, obviously the dude, he's jealous. He thinks I want to get with the girl and all this stuff. And so that was a whole big mess. And then they see Rigel wake up, and then all of a sudden he is the Messiah. He's which is crazy. And then John looks, and he sees like these stones. If you look at it a certain way, and it looks like Rigel, which is crazy. And now Rigel is a god, and they're worshiping him. And Rigel's like, yes, thank you. He's like, yes, I am your god. I'm your king, So back on the ship, we see Aaron, Suzanne, and they're talking about how this planet is where there's like no power. Obviously, when Dargo got on there, his sword didn't work and all that. It wouldn't go into gun mode. So there's like no power on this planet. And they noticed that they had some charge to look into all this stuff, and they realized that, hey, this is a thing, but it's not the planet itself. There's a device there that's causing it. So they're working a way to help them. They don't want to just fly down there because they're going to get stuck as well. So they end up shooting this container with all this info. They shoot it down there, but once they shoot it, it's going to lose power. So they just had to make sure it hit the right spot. So they're loving Rigel as their god. And, Dargo's like, all right, well, obviously you're not their god. And there's supposed to be some kind of ceremony. So we need to figure out what's going on with the ceremony. And Rigel is loving it. He's loving it. He's loving that jerky. And with that, we see John. He's ended up talking to the chieftain's daughter. They're talking, and she's upset because now that she can't get married to him now because, the savior is here. And he's like, wait, what's going on? And she was like, yeah, the savior is going to take us. He's going to bring us back to the light. He's going to, we're going to go home now and all this stuff. And he's like, wait, what? No, he's not real. He's not your savior. And obviously she's pissed off because she believes it. This is what they believed in. So John goes to tell them, which they already found out because of this book from the priests. They had this book. And so he's reading all that. And, John tells them, hey, we got to do something. And, because Rigel's like, yeah, I'm not no god, obviously. And while he's saying all this, the priest walks in, she hears it, and she walks away. So it's like, holy crap. So they end up talking, trying to figure out what to do. They go outside, and because the ceremony is about to start, and then we see Rigel trying to talk him up and stuff like that. Hey, I'm your god, all this stuff. They didn't want to hear it. They're saying he's the false god. So they actually take Rigel while John and Dargo run away. That's when that container falls, and then they find out the truth that there is a device on the planet that's causing the problem. There's no power and all this stuff. So they're about to kill freaking Rigel. I guess they're gonna burn him. Before they do that, John and Dargo go, and John tells them like, hey, this whole situation, you guys are here, you guys were left, you're abandoned. Come to find out, Rigel the 10th pretty much left y'all guys here, put a device and make you guys stay here for generations just to worship them as gods. And he's like, hey, there's a device here that making you guys not have power, making you guys not be able to use your technology that you have here to be able to get off the planet. So obviously they didn't believe him. They fought a little bit, they're fighting, but they're trying not to kill him and all that stuff. And then John looks at that that freaking stone that looks like Rigel, and there's little handprints in there. So he grabs Rigel and puts his hands on there, and then it opens up, and that's pretty much releases the device. So now they have power. And then you see Rigel's little floating chair starts to work, and he hops on it and floats in the air, and then everyone's like, oh my god, the god, he's here, he's the true god to show us the light and all this stuff. It's just silly. But yeah, everything's good now, it seems like, and obviously they believe him. Everything's good now. They show them that they have power working and all that stuff. You see them with hot water or something like that, and they're gonna send them off to their ship. The girl wants John to stay and help him rebuild, and he's like, nah, I can't. And then we see they give Rigel a whole bunch of food and stuff. He gonna love that with that jerky. Then we see Dargo ask him, hey, was this worth all this trouble? And then John's like, what trouble? And saying like, hey, he helped people out, so it's all good. As long as everyone got helped out, we'll be good. But yeah, this is a fun episode, really good. I enjoyed it. Good one. We see a little bit of tension going on with Zan, and how that since she's not a priest anymore, she kind of stepped away. She's a little bit colder now, just a little bit. But yeah, we see that everyone throwing little jabs at her because of it. But really good one. Yeah, guys, let me know what you thought. Did you like it? Did you not? Let me know in the comments below. So thank you for watching, guys. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you want to see this full-length reaction, check us out on Patreon. All right, guys. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.